guys, it's your boy Austin's Moist, aka Young Moist. We're back here with another episode 7 of How to Build. What is up? So it's a little different scenery here today, as you can tell. Hold on one second. Alright, let's try that. I'm trying to find a good spot for my mic here, so alright. So, before we get into this episode, I am in my creative test world where I test most of my builds before I actually go into plan with them, right? Like you should. That as a builder, you should always have a test build or something, as I spoken before. But episode 7 here is going to be about interior. Um, so obviously we figured out how to build the the outside of the build. Right now I'm going to show you, not really show you, but I'm going to explain to you how is a good way to come up with interior walls, so they're just not kind of like straight and plain and stuff like that. Now you will see some of my builds in the background that I have, but we're gonna be with this one here today, right here. Oh yeah. So this one's pretty decent. I've used this one in the past. It's actually pretty moist. I actually really like this. I might use this again. As you can tell, it's very detailed. Uh, but you can go in here and this is the inside. So, as you probably just could tell there, right? Totally different from the outside. The outside, as you can tell, kind of pointy. I've had that for the grass. This side's kind of complete. Obviously I don't finish the whole build, but Um, so uh, you can tell here, right? As you can tell, I kind of have what is that? Like one? I don't even know where like right here. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got about four to five gap in there. But you're like, well, the inside here is completely different and mapped out, right? So let's take a look here at the middle here. So look at this. So when you're going for a decent inside, like I am here, right? Um, you want to probably the best way to figure out if you want how do you want to do your overall build is figure out the inside first, right? So figure out what you're doing for the inside, what you want the inside walls to look like, and pretty much after that, you'll be able to map out how far you need to spread out the outside layer of the build, kind of like so. So you can see I got like the middle wrapped out here, right? And then I have, the inside here with nothing because, it's just kind of chilling, which, nobody really ever sees, so it's alright. But this is more like an in-depth interior build here. Oh, and it's raining, and it's getting moist, right? But obviously, if you wanted, you could just do a straight, nice and straight wall, nice and plain like so. But that doesn't really look too moist. You also have to keep in mind, like, how deep you wanna, how in depth you wanna go with your wall, right? So as you can tell here, kind of got like a kind of got like most of the wall is straight, and I kind of just added on to kind of make it look, decent, right? And then as you can tell, I actually went in here and use some depth look to make the build stand out a little bit more, right? So obviously it's not complete, right? I think I was just testing some things out, but that was pretty moist there. But as you can tell on this wall, for example, right, it's all flat basically. Um, except for this side. So like this is basically what it would look like if you wanted to do like a straight wall interior build, right? Or even just straighter than that. You don't even have to do designs and stuff. Obviously, I like to go more into detail. I can't remember how far back this was when I used to build this, but it honestly like it's decent, but it could be a little bit better. I don't know. I really like the outside, so who knows? Don't be surprised if I use this build in a uh future build, maybe on like Snapcraft or something. We'll see. We'll see. But obviously, maybe I'll even change some things up because my building skills have gotten way better than they used to be. For sure. For sure. So this episode's probably gonna be a little bit shorter. I'm actually not going to really build anything, right? I'm just kind of explaining to you guys like what would really be good for coming up with a good interior build. Like so, this is honestly probably the best you're gonna get to just view with your eyes, right? So like if you want to just sit here and kind of view how I did it, and then go off and test yourself, that's how I usually I like to visual things and then like just test them out myself. All right, so now when you have a house like this, right? So you got my build over there. Now this is a small little house that I came up with a while back. Now, as you can tell, I didn't really go in depth with the interior because I do suck at interiors. Just to let you know, I know I'm doing a video on how to build interiors, but I'm like hopefully the overall explanation of the sorry about that. I butcher some words sometimes. It's all right. It happens. Um, ooh, I was testing out some blocks. But as you can tell, I'm decent at them if I can really put my mind to them. But this is before, like, was like actually trying really hard with them. So like, as you can tell, you know, pretty blank. So now, say if I wanted to come up with like an interior for this, right? What I'd probably do is probably make this flat maybe. Um, and then like maybe like a chandelier hang down from the middle. Obviously, if I wanted to, I'd probably like see the way the windows are set up though. I can't really do that, I'd have to like wrap them around, I don't know. This build would be a little bit hard to make an interior for because I didn't map it out to have an interior. I kind of just, I think it was just kind of. I don't even think I use that in anything. I kind of, because I used to play on a bunch of different servers, and like this, I remember this house was for one of my servers that I made, or not I made, but like I was playing on at the time, and oh, don't want to show you too much of stuff, but yeah, as you can tell, you can see how my building has progressed. Something like that. I use that for something. That's kind of. I don't even really like that, to be honest. Like, I look back at this and I'm just like, not my thing anymore. Definitely would not use that for anything. Just always remember to make sure you map out the build before you do it. Make sure you have a test server like this one to come and test out some builds like this before you actually build on your whatever, friends with a server with your friends or an online server, or just, maybe you want to go into like an online server and go to a creative world and just kind of like, you know, build up and, show people what you can do. But that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. I know it's kind of short episode. Um, Hopefully you guys took in from this, even if just by looking at the build here, hopefully you guys could pick up a little bit of interiors. I'm sorry if I didn't really give too much information on this one. I don't know, I just really suck at interior design, but it had to be in the episode, so along with everything else on how to build here. So If you guys liked what you saw, remember to like the video. I would really appreciate it. And subscribe if you would want to see more. But only if you want to. And yeah, hope you guys stay moist, my friends.